Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Mataji, you can put your headphone because I cannot hear properly.
Is that for everybody also?
No, Mataji.
For me it's fine, Mataji.
Yeah, I'm thinking because this computer doesn't have a headphone, it will be difficult for me to. Let me see 1 second. I don't think.
Maybe you can just keep it more closer and speak.
Yeah, I still really don't know. Let me see. Last time, Traigunya. Remember that verse? Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Who wants to say the verse? It's 2.45. 2.45 Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunya. Who wants to say? I thought we memorized it last week.
Mataji, can Varun say it?
Go ahead.
Okay. Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Nistraigунyo Bhavarjuna. Nirdvando Nitya Sattvasto. Niryogakshema Atmavan.
Anybody else? This is the memorization word. Yes, Jyotsna, go ahead.
Is it the starting Traigunya?
Traigunya, yes.
Okay. Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigунyo Bhavarjuna Nirdvando Nitya Sattvasto Niryogakshema Atmavan. I'm still having trouble memorizing it.
Oh, that's fine. You can take your time, but this is an important verse for memorization. So, do one thing. Whenever we are in the class, when we are talking a little bit, you can always memorize the verse in the class itself. Okay? So that way you don't have to put in a separate effort to memorize it at home, but do it in the class itself. So that will be easy. I think we did this previous week, Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Remember, we should not be attached to the flowery words of the Vedas. And so what happens is in the process, if you get attached to the flowery words of the Vedas, what happens? Once your credit gets over, once your punya is over, you will fall down from the heavenly planet, right? And then so the goal should be the Supreme Lord, but if these people who are attracted to the flowery words of the Vedas think the goal is the heavenly planet and we can enjoy nice opulence there, then that is not right. That is what Krishna is saying through this verse. Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna Nidvandvo Nitya Sattvasto Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. So we will go through that verse. And then I'll also share my screen, okay? And then we will revise 2.46 also. And then we will come to 2.59, which is the verse for today. And then I'll revise the old concepts with you so we can, let me see, it's not connected or what? Connection failed. Let me see. Okay, guys, sorry. Okay, somebody else say the verse, please. Let's not waste our time. Hare Krishna. Anybody else wants to try?
You can raise your hand. They can raise their hand.
Sure, Mataji. Go ahead, kids. Raise your hands. So I'm just trying to share. Who wants to say Yavanartha 2.46?
Kids, please.
Mataji, can Varun? Mataji, can Varun?
Can Jyotsna?
Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead, Varun, then Jyotsna.
Okay, which one was it?
2.46.
Is that Yavanartha?
Correct.
Is that Yavanartha?
Correct.
Okay. Yavanartha Udapane. Yavanartha Udapane. Sarvata Sampluto Dake. Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vijatana.
Correct. Next, Jyotsna.
Yavanarta udapane sarvata samaplutoदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः.
Wonderful. Anybody else? I see only Varun and Jyotsna are active. See, that's why I asked you to turn on your videos and nobody wants to turn on your videos. Yeah, that's not the right thing. Okay, let's see. So this one, Traigunya Vishaya Veda, what does that mean? If I told you, right, the Vedas are subjected to the three modes of material nature. And then Krishna is saying, what is three modes of material nature?
Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic.
Yeah, those are the three modes. So Krishna is asking Arjuna to go beyond the modes. Can we go beyond the modes? Is it possible to go beyond sattva, that is goodness? Really? How is it possible?
Sattvic or something.
Yeah, sattva is mode of goodness. But here Krishna is asking you to go beyond the three modes, which is even beyond goodness. So my question is it possible for us to go beyond even goodness?
If you devote your entire body or something into Krishna and you surrender, then maybe.
Wonderful. Yes, of course it is possible. And Krishna says, through the bhakti yoga, through devotional service, it is definitely possible. Varun, to your point, it's not only the mind. It's not only the body. It's mind. It is mind, body, intelligence, and you are having the soul also. So you are involving everything, basically surrendering yourself to Krishna. And we saw what surrender is, right? What is surrender? We heard, I've told you several times from our previous class what surrender is. Anybody remembers? I think long back, probably 3 or 4, I would say a month back or something. What is surrender? Yes, Gobind.
Surrender, that's why you give up your body and you surrender to Lord Krishna.
No way. You're not going to give up your body. Then what? Without a body? Without a body.
Your body. It's like to take everything away. No, it's like to take the kingdom away from you and then.
No kingdom here. So,
Mataji, to surrender means that you're giving up all your things to Krishna.
So not necessarily. The thing is, anukulyasya sankalpa
You're just putting everything in your life up to Krishna, basically.
So anukulyasya sankalpa, meaning whatever is favorable for Krishna consciousness, you do that. And whatever is not favorable for Krishna consciousness, you don't do it. Meaning, if going to a restaurant and eating the karmic food there, if it is not good for Krishna consciousness, you give it up. You say, no, I'm not going to eat it. Right? Or if there is food with onion and garlic that you see and you say, I don't want it. Because that is not favoring Krishna consciousness. If you have to come to sattva,
Mataji,
yeah.
Even if there was food that has onion and garlic in it, I still wouldn't eat it because I don't like any of those.
That is different. You are not doing it for Krishna then. I mean, if you don't like it, that is different. But certain things, you may like it. You may like it. But if you want to sacrifice it for the pleasure of Krishna, that is what is surrender. Varun, in your case, you may not like it. That's fine. But certain things you may like it, but still you think that is not favorable for Krishna consciousness, so I don't want to do it. You understand the difference? You understand?
Yeah.
Are you able to understand?
Yes, Mataji.
Say, for example, there is a brownie and that brownie has egg in it. You like brownies, I know that, but if there is egg, do we want to go ahead and eat that and it's not offered to the Lord? Do we want to go ahead and eat that brownie? No. So that is what is surrender. So there are 6 principles in surrender, but I just told you 2 principles of surrender. You should never forget it. When I ask you this question, see how many times we have discussed it in our previous classes. Remember, I told you whatever is favorable for Krishna consciousness, you should do, and avoid things that are unfavorable for Krishna consciousness. Okay. There could be examples where your friend, he may be into video games, he may be into certain things which is going to take most of your time out. Say, for example, he's calling you at this time, let's come on, play video games, let's watch YouTube. But you have a Bhagavad Gita class. So would you go ahead and you will be tempted, but would you go ahead and do it?
No.
Yeah, so this is like for the pleasure of Krishna. I want to attend the class. I want to know more about Krishna. So I'm not going to go ahead. This is surrender. Okay. When you are
Mataji, but what if it's something important?
like what? Like if it is important, if your family is involved in it, then you have to go ahead and do it for the sake of your family. But certain things you can avoid, right? Certain things you can say, I will finish my class and then I will join you, like that. Right? And even if that friendship is not, you have to be choosy about your friendship. Is that person really good? We have to have a good association, right? If we have bad association, then we will also start doing those activities that are not conducive for our Krishna consciousness. So whatever association you stay, that also matters. You may feel enjoyable with some association which is not good also. You may feel, oh, I'm entertained, I'm having a good time. But we have to carefully examine and understand if that association is really good. And accordingly, you have to choose your association. So here in this verse, Krishna is saying, so this person is attracted by the flowery words of the Vedas. What are the flowery words of the Vedas? What does that mean? The flowery words of the Vedas.
All the stuff that's gonna all the stuff in the Vedas, it's gonna be like really good for you and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, go ahead, Jyotsna.
I think flowery words of the Vedas means like it only tells us to do good things and achieve good karma.
Correct, exactly. So good things meaning, say for example, if you perform this particular austerity, you can go to the heavenly planets and have a good lifetime in the heavenly planets. To go to the heavenly planets, you need good karma, right? We need good karma to go to heavenly planets. So by doing
Mataji, but if you have the bad karma, you're gonna go to the hellish planets. But then to go back to Godhead, you need like the goodness. You have to have like good not karma. You have to have like a devotion towards Krishna.
Correct, exactly. Very good point, Varun, you brought about. So a person who aims to go to the heavenly planets, he needs pious credits, meaning good karma. But a person who is doing sinful activities, which is vikarma, not on the terms here, it is vikarma. Okay, karma is good karma is taking you to the heavenly planets, but vikarma is bad karma. You are performing sinful activities like cheating, like doing unnecessary, bad things, like gaining money through illegal means. All that is bad karma, right? You're doing sinful activities, and that is called vikarma. It will take you to hell, as Varun said. And there is something that the devotee hankers for. The devotee doesn't want good or bad karma. In fact, the karma has to be nullified for his devotee. The karma has to be zero, which means he just is doing everything for the pleasure of the Lord. He doesn't worry if it is good karma, bad karma. The thing is, at the end of the day, all his actions are above this karma. It means there is no reaction for whatever he does, because he does it for the pleasure of the Lord. When you do things for the pleasure of the Lord, you don't accumulate any karma. That is akarma. Okay. When we don't accumulate any karma, what is it called?
Karma.
Karma.
Akarma. A-K-A-R-M-A. Akarma.
You do good stuff, be karma.
No, dear, no.
If you do good
Don't
stuff, then
confuse.
that's just karma. But then if you do like devotion towards Krishna, that's vikarma.
No.
No, that's akarma.
Varun.
And then bad.
It is akarma. Correct. It is
And then
akarma.
when
When
you
you
do bad things, that's vikarma.
correct. Exactly. Jyotsna is right on the point. Aditya, are you listening? I don't hear you interacting.
Yeah, Mataji, I'm listening.
Yeah, I want you to be interactive. You have not turned on your video also, so there is no interaction. Then I get upset. Okay. So we will have to make sure to interact like Jyotsna, Varun, Gobind, even Yash. I need your interaction. I see OV is on the call. If you want to turn on your video, OV, please go ahead. Okay. Kushi, please do the same. All right. So akarma is no karma. Okay. No karma is what the devotee hankers for. Vikarma is bad karma. And then what is one more? Karma is that is general good karma. Okay?
The heavenly planets and
Correct.
stuff.
Heavenly planets, hellish planets, and then Goloka Vrindavana. Okay. When we have the akarma, then when we do everything for the pleasure of the Lord, there is no reaction, and that way we will go back to the heavens. So this particular person in this verse, he is so worried about, we have to perform this austerity, this yajna to get to the heavenly planets, so I can go and enjoy there very nicely. I will have a great time in the heavens. Let me do this austerity and go to the heavens. But he doesn't know the futility of the heavenly planets. Once his credit is over, he has to come back.
In the heavenly planets, there's still the birth and death cycle.
Exactly. After his punya is done, after his punya is getting over, then what he has to do? He has to come back.
I have a question is but how the devatas like Indra, like Shiva stays up there and doesn't come back to the material?
No, the heavenly planets are destroyed also, right? During the, when Brahma's night time comes, and that time all the heavenly planets also are destroyed. And once their period is over, once their punya is done, they are also done. With respect to Indra specifically, it is a post. Indra is not a name of the demigod. Indra is the post. He is the king of heavens, the post, like how we have, CEO of a company. It is a post, right? Indra is not the name of the person. Yeah.
So then what's his actual name then?
So our Indra currently is, I forget our Indra's name, but I can clarify it. Next Indra is Bali Maharaj. Okay. So our next Indra will be Bali Maharaj, but I'll clarify it in next class who our present Indra is. It's a good question, but these people are they are representing, like for example, Bali Maharaj, he's a pure devotee of the Lord. He's just going to take the role because Krishna wants him to take that role. Okay, so demigods, if they come into post of Indra, not necessarily they are mixed devotees. The thing is, with Bali Maharaj, he's a pure devotee. So even he can get into the post of Indra. Okay. Are you clear, kids?
Yes, Mataji.
So we learned about
name of current Indra is Purandara.
Purandara. Thank you, Mataji. So Madhavi Mataji, are you all able to listen? Purandara is the name of the current Indra.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. All right. So, this is the verse, and this is the essence of this verse. Okay. So they are the Vedas. See, there is a Karma Kanta section in the portion of the Vedas. So the Karma Kanta section means fruitive activities. If you do something, you will get this. If you do something, you will get it. That's what that portion of the Vedas talk about. The essence of the Vedas is that it will say that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and the glories of the Supreme Lord will be talked about. But this person, he's just stuck in this itself. He's stuck in the Karma Kanta portion of the Vedas and is not going ahead to know about what is the goal. final goal. The final goal is to know about the absolute truth. He doesn't go there. Are you clear? The Vedas do talk about the Supreme Lord and everything, but this person, he is stuck to the flowery words of the Vedas. That is the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas, and he doesn't want to progress further. Are you clear, kids?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, good. I heard it from Jyotsna. Are everybody clear with this concept?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, good. All right, let's move on to our next words. If you are clear, did you all memorize these words?
Yes,
You can look
Mataji.
into the translation also, right? Traigunya Vishya Veda.
Mataji, Ovi
Nitraigunye
just
Bhava.
asked a question in the chat.
Okay, what is the question? I cannot see the chat.
The question is, how does Indra die? Does Krishna kill him or does he just disappear?
No, Indra, see, as I told you, Purandara is a person, right? Purandara is a person, and what happens is once their punya is done, then they if they are destined to go back to earth, they will go back according to, I mean, they have to come back to earth once their punya gets over. Like for example, I mean, Purandara is there. So once his tenure gets over, Krishna may have something else to do for him if he has the credits, if he has still the punya credits on. But if his credits are done, then he has to come back to the earth. That is how it works. And also during the night of Brahma, what happens? All these heavenly planets are destroyed. So all the, I mean, that is also another type of annihilation that will occur. One annihilation is, it's like, so in the earthly planet, we are all there, right? We are all there. And once the night of Brahma comes, everybody will be destroyed. Right? We all will be destroyed. And we also, there is another form of destruction that happens. That happens when your tenure gets over. Say, for example, you are destined to die at, I mean, I can say somebody is destined to die at 60 years. Then that person will die at 60 years. So there is two, I mean, we have to consider the night of Brahma, and as well as we have to consider our tenure also. If my tenure is done, then I have to go through the birth and death cycle again. Or if I have good devotion and good spiritual credits, and if Krishna is pleased with my devotional service, he will take me back to Godhead. So it depends. Are you clear, dear Ovi? Haribol?
Mataji, can you hear me?
Yes.
You could say that again.
Yes, Ovi, can you go ahead?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Voice
dear.
is very low.
Okay, go ahead, Ovi. Are you okay? Or you can type in the chat. Okay, remember the next words. I mean, you can type in the chat, Ovi, so we will listen to you.
So Mataji, she's asking, so even devotees have to go back to the earth if they are Indra?
What do you mean devotees have to go back to the earth?
She's asking.
So the Indra thing is supposed, dear. So depending on whether he has punya or not, and if he is a mixed devotee, if he is a mixed devotee, he'll come back to the earth once his punya is over. But if he is a pure devotee of the Lord, like Bali Maharaj, if Bali Maharaj is going to take the post of an Indra, then Krishna will have some other plans after the tenure of Indra for Bali Maharaj. Okay, that is how it works. If he is a mixed devotee, what does a mixed devotee means? Mixed devotee means he is...
A mixed devotee is not really a pure devotee. He just serves Krishna.
Yeah, he's taking care of the administration, the material administration, though to manage the entire material universe is a big task, right? So this person who's a demigod, he is managing the material universe for Lord's sake. But still, he's not become pure. He is not completely, there is still some cleansing needed for him. And if he perfects his life being in the heavens, then he can go back to Godhead. Okay. Or if he is, If he's not, then he has to come back to the earth.
You could say that thing before what Ovi said, like how Indra dies, but Indra got destroyed, and then Bali Maharaj will appear and ruling the Indra's palace.
Gobind, no, let's not talk about Indra, dear. I think we have spoken enough about Indra. So let's move on to our next topic because it's taking us somewhere. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. I don't think it's a good idea. So this verse, who wants to recite this verse? Next verse,
Mataji, can
2.42.
Varun say it?
Yes.
Okay. Yavanasa udapane sarvata samputo udaketavam sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanata.
Okay. The thing is, I'm seeing only Varun and Jyotsna and Gobind being interactive and Ovi also. Anybody else wants to go ahead and Gobind, go ahead.
Mataji, after that, can I do?
Yes.
Yavan udapane sarvatra
Samplutotake
samtapladotake tavan
sarveshu vedeshu
Brahma
nasya vijanataha.
Vijanataha.
Yes. Jyotsna?
Yavanarta udapane sarvata samplododake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanataha.
Good job. Anybody else? Those who haven't opened their mouth? Okay, let me start to pick up people then.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess I was trying to
Go ahead,
asking
Mataji.
them to unmute, but nobody's.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji, and you can.
No, I asked couple of them to unmute, but they are
Okay,
not.
Mataji.
I asked
Oh,
Yash
okay.
also, Yash, if he wants to recite.
Yeah, how about Bijal? Saina? Saina?
That's
Yes, Saina.
Gobind, Mataji.
No,
Bijal, I don't see.
Saina. No, Saina.
Saina, yeah.
Saina, do you want to say this verse, dear?
I will.
Aditya, go ahead and say this verse.
Okay. Yavanarta tapane sarvata sampudodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanataha.
Okay. Anybody else wants to say, or can we move on? So remember, we saw in our last class about the well, right? A small well, whatever it can do, this can be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. So this is what we saw in the last class. Do you all remember? So see, we will go through this paragraph, okay? One must be intelligent enough to understand the purpose of the Vedas without being attached to the rituals alone, and must not desire to be elevated to the heavenly kingdoms for a better quality of sense gratification. So the first two lines say that, see, say for example, you put some, there is some yajna going on and you are doing Indraya Swaha, Varunaya Swaha, something you are saying. But we have to know ultimately whatever you do, whatever you say, Indraya Swaha, Varunaya Swaha, everything is to please the Supreme Lord, Lord Krishna. The purpose of the yajna is what? It is to please Lord Krishna. If you have that consciousness in mind, and if you are performing the yajna, then that is the that's when you understood the essence of the Vedas.
Mataji,
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Jyotsna.
whatever we do, whatever yajna we do, it all goes to Krishna only.
Correct. It all goes to Krishna. Some people, they don't have the understanding. They are thinking Indraya Swaha means, oh, we are pleasing the demigod Indra and he will give us something in return. And we are pleasing Varuna and he will give something in return. That is what their consciousness is. I mean, they are tuned to think like that. But we should know what, so it should just not be a ritualistic thing. Oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, put the water there, put the thing there, then put the fire and then pour more oil. So if you're just worried about the rituals, and you don't know what is the purpose of the rituals and who are you trying to please and what your objective is, then what's the purpose of performing those rituals? Right? And some people, they may do with the intention to go to the heavenly planets. Oh, let me just do this. Last verse we saw that, right? I'll have a better quality of sense gratification when I go to the heavens. I will be able to enjoy my senses in a in a much nicer way. I'll have a lot of opulent things around. I'll have so many things to look at, and different qualities, different kinds of water, different kinds of food, so many things I can enjoy in the heavens. So let me do that to go to heavens. That should not be the motive. Okay, it is not possible for the common man in this age to follow all the rules and regulations of the Vedic rituals, nor it is not possible for the person to study all the Vedanta and the Upanishads thoroughly. I told you, right? It takes lifetimes for you to complete studying the Vedas. And even to do the Vedic rituals, you need proper quality of ingredients, and the Brahmanas, the pure Brahmanas must be there. In the age of Kali, there are no such peoples who are pure Brahmanas, and the quality of the ingredients are also deteriorating. And that is why our Srila Prabhupada recommended Sankirtana Yajna, right? He recommended Sankirtana Yajna. What is Sankirtana Yajna? Hari Bol?
It's chanting the holy name of Krishna.
Correct. So chanting the holy names of the Krishna. There are no rules or regulations. You are not stuck by anything. And even then we are lazy to chant the holy names of the Lord. Oh, I have to chant so many rounds. Oh, really? Oh, that is very tough. We say that. When we have to think about the other yugas, what they were doing and how many things they have to take care of, it was so much of time, energy, knowledge, resources were required to execute. Right? But God bless, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has made it so easy for us, but still we complain. Still we are saying, I am not able to chant. I am not able to do this. That is what we need to take care of. We are given a very easy process, and we have to give our consciousness to Krishna and chant the holy names of the Lord. Okay? And so this is the goal. This is the essence. Because when you start to chant, you are connecting with Lord Krishna. And when you are connecting to Lord Krishna directly, what happens? If he is pleased with your chanting, and if he is pleased with your behavior to Vaishnavas, I told you, right? Serving the Vaishnavas is very important, and your behavior. You should not get angry with your parents because they are Vaishnavas, right? They are Vaishnava parents, and when you get angry with them, you are harming yourself. You are going to go down in your spiritual service. You may think, oh, she's just my mom. No, that's not right. She's a Vaishnava. Right? And your parents, they may just say something to you for your own good. We should always have that faith that our parents are doing something for our own good. And then we have to listen to them. Everything is for our own good. That must be the motive. So the best purpose of Vedic culture is served, however, but see, this is the line that I was saying, right? The best purpose of Vedic culture is served, however, by chanting the holy names of the Lord as recommended by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the deliverer of the fallen souls. So this is the important thing. So he says the chanting of the holy names of the Lord, this is the ultimate purpose of Vedic mysticism. Okay, one should not just be stuck to the rituals. And one should just not desire to go to this futile heavenly planets in the material world, but still have a higher goal, that is to know about the Supreme Lord and chant the glories of the Supreme Lord. And that is the highest perfection. Like how a reservoir serves the purposes of the well, you don't have to do all these rituals. All this is, when you chant the holy names, all the rituals, everything that you need, everything is taken care of.
Mataji?
Yes, Jyotsna.
Why do people who want to do fruitive actions only stay in the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas? Why don't they move on?
Yeah, that's what. I mean, it can happen if they get into an association of pure Brahmanas or pure devotees, right? When they get into an association, they will know, oh, there is something like this. They will get that knowledge. Slowly, that is what, I mean, this is the starting point, and slowly they will progress. Slowly they will say, okay, now I'm attached to the fruits. I should not be attached to the fruits of I should not hanker for anything. I should give the fruits away. And then after that, they will slowly start to gain some more knowledge. Not only giving up the fruits is not enough. I have to actually give up the fruits for the pleasure of Krishna or to Krishna. Slowly they are going to get that knowledge. That's why Krishna is saying, don't be stuck right there. Move on, transcend the modes, and don't be just stuck to the flowery part of the Vedas and the Karma Kandas. Okay? But for that, you need to have some sort of spiritual credits also, right? I mean, you need to have something where you come into association of devotees, association of pure Brahmanas, and through them, we will get that knowledge eventually. Do you understand,
Okay.
Jyotsna?
Yes, Mataji.
Wonderful question. I can simply see that you are actively listening. Did you all understand Jyotsna's question?
Yeah.
Good, Gobind. Very good. Everybody, I want to hear from every one
Yes,
of you.
Mataji.
Did you understand what she was asking, and did you get the concept? What is
Yeah.
Karma Kanda?
It's like
Karma Kanda is when
it's
you do
material
your duty,
activity.
but you
It's
a
material
fruit,
activity relating to your duty.
No. It is
no.
Karma Kanda
Karma
means
Kanda is when you do your duty, but you don't expect any result.
no. That is not Karma
You're
Kanda.
That's when you
trying to
expect results. Karma Kanda
Yes.
is when you expect results.
You expect results. Fruitive activity is Karma Kanda. Fruits. You are expecting the fruits, right? You do something. You are following the regulations, the Vedic regulations, whatever it is, but you are expecting the fruits. I want this. I want to go to heaven. That is what is Karma Kanda. You are expecting the fruits. When you don't expect the fruits and you work out of detachment, that is Nishkama Karma Yoga. Okay, this is the difference. When you expect the results, it is Sakama or Karma Kanda Yoga. Karma Kanda. Sakama Karma Yoga. Sakama Karma Yoga means you are expecting results. I'm doing this because I want to go to heavens. I am doing this because I want to get a lot of money. But still, I am following the Vedic injunctions. I am following the Vedic injunctions to do my prescribed duties. That is Sakama Karma Yoga or Karma Kanda. Fruitive work. Are you clear with these two terms? Can you please write it down if you have a notebook? We saw a lot of things
Mataji,
today. Yeah.
what's the other section?
It is Nishkama Karma Yoga. Nishkama
And that's
Karma
the one
Yoga.
where you aren't expecting.
What was the next one?
That's when you are saying I'm giving up the fruits. I am not expecting the fruits.
Okay, what is first is Nishkama Karma, Nishma Kanda.
Can somebody type in the chat, please? For Gobind, so he can note it down. Who can say what is Sakama Karma Yoga and Nishkama Karma Yoga? What is the difference?
Nishkama Karma Yoga is when you're not expecting results, and Sakama Karma Yoga is when you're expecting results.
Correct. You are detached. You give up give the fruits. There are two things, right? When you give up the fruits, what does it mean? Suppose your dad is earning money, and he's giving up the fruits, means he is giving some portion of his salary to Krishna, and he's not attached to the results.
That's Satkama Karma.
No, that is Nishkama
No, that's
Karma.
Nishkama Karma. Nishkama Karma.
Mataji, I just sent 2 chat messages to you. If you could send that to everyone.
Okay, hey, I don't know how to do the chat here, but let me see.
You can just copy paste.
Yeah, I will do that. Command C, right? Command V. Okay. So give up the fruits means giving some portion of the salary to Krishna, like that, giving up the fruits. And you don't expect, oh, I'm going to get this much. I'm going to know. You're not expecting any results also from that endeavor. Okay. But Sakama means you are expecting. I want this. That's why I'm doing this particular activity. Okay. Are you all clear, kids, with these two verses? Very important, as how a well serves the purpose of even, the great reservoir of water, it serves the purpose of the well. Like that, all the rituals, everything is taken care of when you chant the holy names of the Lord. Okay, so that is the essence of all Vedic mysticism. Okay, are you all clear with this? Any questions before we go on to our today's verse?
Wait, Mataji?
Yes, dear.
Sakama Karma Yoga means we're expecting result, and Nishkama Karma Yoga means we're not expecting results?
Correct, dear. Correct.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So we will go on to this verse for today because I have the Kahoot based on this. What we can do is, Mataji is also this thing. Yeah, she's also put in the message on the chat, so you can check that. So let's just chant this verse. Vishaya vinivartante.
Vishaya vinivartante.
Oh, somebody else wants to do this. I can pause so that it will give opportunity. But slowly you have to say so that everybody can repeat if somebody knows this verse. Nobody knows? Okay.
Mataji, can I say Mataji? Varun knows
Slowly
this
you
verse.
should say Varun.
Okay.
Okay.
Vishaya vinivartante ihara.
No. Then we will repeat. Vishaya, we have to repeat that sentence. You tell once more.
Okay. Vishaya vinivartante.
Vishaya vinivartante.
Ma paleshu kadachana.
No.
Niraharasya dehina.
Niraharasya
dehina.
Rasavarjam rasopyasya.
Rasavarjam rasopyasya.
Param drishtva nivartate.
Param
Drishtva nivartate.
Anybody else?
Mataji, can I try?
Yes, go Jyotsna.
Vishaya vinivartante.
Vishaya vinivartante.
Harasya dehinaha.
Niraharasya dehinaha. Rasavarjam. Go ahead. Rasavarjam rasopyasya.
Rasavarjam rasoprasya.
Param drishtva nivartate.
Param drishtva nivartate. Yes, who else wants to go ahead?
Me.
Gobind, do you know this verse, dear?
I want to try.
Yeah, you should wait for some more time. I think, okay, I'll repeat and you say it, then you can say it, okay? Because I see that you still need some practice. Vishaya vinivartante.
Vishaya
vinivartante.
Niraharasya dehinaha.
Niraharasya dehinaha.
Gobind, I'm not able to hear you, Gobind. Rasavarjam rasopyasya.
Rasavarjam rasopyasya.
Param drishtva nivartate.
Param drishtva nivartate.
So by now you should memorize, okay? 3-4 times we have said. So immediately Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. So immediately you should start to memorize, okay? Should just keep saying that verse. Govind, you want to try, dear? Hari bol. I can't hear him. Okay, so what the meanings is very important because I'll have some Kahoot questions, words and meanings. Vishaya means objects for sense gratification, and are to be refrained from means vinivartante. Niraharasya by negative restrictions. Dehinaha for the embodied. Rasavarjyam giving up the taste. Rasa is sense of enjoyment. Api, although there is. Asya his. Param far superior things. Drishtva by experiencing. Nivartate means he ceases from. Okay, are you all clear? Can you, I mean, if you read the translation, you will understand. Though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense object remains. But ceasing such engagements by experiencing higher taste, he is fixed in his consciousness. So what is happening to this person? This person, say for example, you are coming to a place which is not having this devotee association. Okay, you are coming to this beautiful place, but these people are all non-devotees, and they have cooked some food, and there is some party going on, and you are put into that situation. Okay, now looking at that, it is so tempting. Oh my God, so many food items, so many really nice pastries, but everything has egg in it, and so many nice stuff to look at. When you are looking at it, you feel like, oh, it is very tempting. Okay, now you have the sense enjoyment in you. You have that motivation to eat that food. I mean, you just wanted a trigger. You just wanted somebody to say, go ahead and have, enjoy, like that. But if he is a Krishna conscious devotee, even though he sees it, he doesn't like it, because in front of Krishna, this is nothing. Because he is engaged into the Krishna conscious process, he has the knowledge. If he is eating that kind of food, it is verily sin, right? It is sin. Does anybody want to accumulate sin in their pocket?
Because
No, Mataji.
Because you eat the meat of the flesh of animals, and you kill the animals, you will be an animal.
Yes. So, for example, if that has an egg or something, you're killing that animal. And we saw the story of Mrigari, right? Mrigari, what happened? Narada Muni, he was showing right in front of Narada Muni was showing to Mrigari how you will be killed by those animals who you are killing. So he was portraying that to Mrigari, and Mrigari, after looking into that particular scene, he was like, oh my God, I'm not going to kill animals anymore. Please tell me a way where I can surrender to the Lord, or how to, get myself out of this entanglement, he asked Narada Muni. And Narada Muni, he then said, you do this devotional service, then everything, whatever you're doing right now, that will all vanquish away from you. You are not going to accumulate any sins, because devotional service, by chanting the glories of the holy name of the Lord, you are going to get away with your sins. So this is what Narada Muni instructed Mrigari. Very good point, Gobind. So when we are trying to eat something with made out of egg, we have to understand it is not prasad, and on top of it, this animal is being killed. And if you were to consume that, then that's not a good idea. Instead, I'll ask my mom to make a good prasad, good cake, good chocolate brownie, and then eat it. Then that is the right way to go about this particular issue. So this is what this verse means. This person, he has so many things in front of him which is very nice, alluring, attractive, but because of his engagement in Krishna consciousness, he is fixed in his consciousness. He is not attracted to those pale things. He calls them pale. This is pale. Because I have a higher taste. I have something higher. I look at the deities and I am so enjoying the deities, the photos of the deities. I am so involved in decorating the deities. I am so involved in singing for the Lord, singing the bhajans. I am so involved in playing piano for my lords. So I'm not attracted to these enticements or sense enjoyments. This is because I have developed a higher taste. I'm not worried about these lower things. Are you clear, kids? It's pale. He says,
yes, Mataji.
That is the mood of a devotee. Okay, Varun, can you read the first 3 lines, baby?
Read the next 3
lines. The purport?
Yes, dear. Yes, purport.
Then Govinda.
Okay, Govinda.
Okay. Unless one is
or let's see if somebody else wants to read, they can read, since Varun is active.
And Jyotsna?
Yes, Jyotsna, you, Varun, we are both active. So anybody else who wants to read?
I want.
Yeah, wait, Govind. We know all 3 of you are listening very nicely. Anybody else?
Maybe Yash or Nihal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yash or Nihal, Khushi,
Yeah, I don't hear from you at all.
can you, any one of you can please read? Khushi, can you read?
Fighting.
Okay.
I
How
can
about
read
Yash?
it, Mataji.
Yash, can you read?
Yeah, Aditya was calling.
Yeah, if nobody reads, then Aditya can read. He has not.
Okay.
Aditya, go ahead then. Just till Dhyana. Okay, till Dhyana.
Uh,
Oh, sorry, till knowledge. No better knowledge. Okay, till then.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Unless one is transcendentally
Unless
situated.
one is transcendently situated, it's not possible to cease from sense enjoyment. The
What does this
process of
like mean? One
restriction.
second. So unless one is transcendently situated, meaning unless he has Krishna consciousness in him, he will not be able to cease from sense enjoyment, meaning he cannot restrict himself. He will come to indulge in it. Say, for example, in your house, if your mom is fasting that day, is she tempted to eat something? I mean, she may be tempted, but does she indulge herself? Does she act upon it if she is fasting? Say, for example, there is a grain prasad, and even if you are all fasting, are you tempted to eat grains on Ekadasi? Are you? Yes or no?
No.
No, right? You are not tempted. I mean, you may be tempted, but you are not eating it on the day because you are situated in you know that this is not going to please Krishna, and hence you want to abstain from doing that act. That is what is transcendentally situated means. Like, for example, the devotees who are all very advanced, they cease, I mean, not only from doing abstaining food on Ekadasi, they don't even eat anything on Ekadasi. There are certain people who can even do that. There are various degrees, right? Following Ekadasi fasting. Some people, they drink only water. Some people, they do only juice. Some people, they just eat on non-grains. So like that, there are different degrees. One can fast, and this person who is in Krishna consciousness, it is possible for him to restrict himself from sense enjoyment. There is sense enjoyment, okay, the senses want to act upon it, but unless you act on it, nothing is problem, right? There are sense objects, there are video games, but you are not playing video games, right? Even though you are tempted, if you don't do that act, then that is good. Okay, only when you act upon it, it becomes a problem. If you don't act upon it, it's not a problem. And this person, he's not acting upon that sense enjoyment because he has a higher taste. Are you all clear, kids?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay, the process of next line, Aditya.
The process of restriction from sense enjoyment by rules and regulations is something like restricting a diseased person from certain types of eatables.
Yeah.
The patient, however, neither likes such restrictions nor loses his taste for the eatables. Similarly, sense restriction by some spiritual process like Ashtanga Yoga in the matter of yama, niyama, asana, prayama, pratyahara, dharana,
Pranayama.
pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana,
Dhyana.
etc. Dhyana, etc. It's recommended for less intelligent persons who have no better knowledge.
1 minute, Aditya. So what happens here, they are talking about this Ashtanga Yoga process where there are some rules and regulations. Yama means there are some don'ts. You should not do this. You should not do that. That is yama. And next one is what? Niyama. Niyama means you should do this. I mean, there are rules that you need to follow. The do's of rules and regulations. Like we have 4 regulative principles that we need to follow. Like that, there are rules in Ashtanga Yoga that needs to be followed, which is niyama. That the rules that, I mean, there are also rules for which that should not be done. That is yama. Don'ts are yama, do's are niyama. Asana means bodily exercises. Okay. And pranayama means breathing exercises. And what is pratyahara? That means withdrawing the senses from the sense objects. Okay. And then what is dharana? Dharana means fixing the mind on Lord's form. And then dhyana is intensified meditation on the Lord. This is the Ashtanga yoga process. Okay. So now we have yama, meaning you do don'ts. The don'ts, the rules and regulations for the don'ts. And niyama means do's for the rules and do's. What are the do's on the rules and regulations? Asana means bodily exercises. Pranayama means breathing exercises. Pratyahara means withdrawing the senses away from sense objects. See, gradually it is increasing, right? The intensity is increasing more and more and more. And dharana is fixing the mind on the Lord's form. And dhyana is intensified meditation. And what he's saying through this verse is, Srila Prabhupada, he's saying, say for example, Aditya is there. I'm asking Aditya not to watch anything on YouTube, meaning some unnecessary things that that the YouTube offers, right? There are so many things on YouTube, and I'm asking Aditya, don't watch the car show on YouTube. Okay, say for example. But if I'm going to say that, Aditya will be sad. He will say, I want to watch it. Why is this mom restricting? She's making me feel bad. I mean, I really like the car show, but she's saying I should not watch it. What is this? My mom is a very strict lady. Let me go and watch it. Who cares? I just go to YouTube. I just plug in that car show and I watch it. So it's not possible to restrict somebody's craving for sense enjoyment, right? So what instead if that mom does, say, Aditya, I hear there is a drama that you can watch. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's drama is played on YouTube. Why don't you watch that? I give him another link and I tell him, see, watch this. So if I don't give a higher engagement or higher taste for Aditya, he will not restrict himself from watching that car show because he has no other engagement. And the soul cannot be inactive, right? It has to do some activity. So if I'm giving a higher taste for him, then that is good, right? Rather than artificially asking him to curb his enjoyment or craving. I can't restrict it, right? I have to be involved in something higher in order to give up something lower. Are you able to understand?
I want to
Are you able to understand this concept, kids?
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Very good. I hear Jyotsna and Gobind. How about everybody else? Did you understand, Aditya? I was talking about you.
Yeah,
Mataji, I'm
Mataji, I
drinking
understood.
milk.
You are drinking milk, but did you understand, Varun?
Yeah.
Nihal, Kushi, Ovi, did you understand this? Very, very important concept. This is the crux of the Bhagavad Gita message. So we have lower enjoyments that are there, which our senses are attracted to.
Mataji,
But
when is Kahoot?
in 5 minutes. Okay. Are you able to understand? See, we are attracted to lower sense objects like going into YouTube and watching some unnecessary YouTube videos. But if your mom is able to give you some higher engagement, say watch Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's drama or something else, then we have something else to be engaged on, which is which if you are attracted to Krishna, then you will enjoy that. Even if you are not attracted to Krishna, slowly we have to start developing the taste. I mean, if your parents say, don't watch this, but watch this, even if you are not having the taste initially, when you start watching it, in that process, you will start to develop taste. Okay. So that higher taste will slowly come to you. You just need to be patient. Believe in Krishna and believe in your parents. They are doing the right thing for you. Okay. By doing this, you are shifting yourself. And you say, now when you look at one sense object or some YouTube video channel, you say, these are pale. This is just nothing. In front of Krishna's videos, in front of Krishna's dramas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dramas, this is nothing. So I give up the taste for the pale things. Okay. Are you able to understand? So the next 4 lines.
You can now
The
we can do
The next 4 lines, I want somebody else to read very slowly.
Can Jyotsna?
Govinda.
So Govinda, you can read till things, then I'll have Jyotsna read the other 2 lines. Okay?
Mataji, can Varun?
Yeah, you can also read 1 line. Okay, first Govind. Govind, go ahead. Till this. don't waste time, baby. Go ahead. But one who has tasted the beauty of Hare Krishna.
Govind is on mute.
Okay, Jyotsna, you read this line.
Oh, okay. Of the Supreme Lord Krishna in the course of the advance in Krishna consciousness, no lords as a taste
For
dead
dead material things.
things.
Wonderful. Thank you, dear. Jyotsna, go ahead with the second line, please.
Therefore, restrictions are there for less intelligent neophytes in the spiritual advancement of life, but such restrictions are only good until one actually has a taste for Krishna consciousness.
No, you can stop here. Next line, Varun will read. Thank you, dear Jyotsna. Last line, Varun.
Okay, yeah, okay. Therefore, restrictions are there for the less.
This one.
All right. When one is actually Krishna conscious, he automatically loses taste for pale things.
Okay, so why is he talking about Ashtanga Yoga here? Ashtanga Yoga, they are, asking each, to be given up. Each phase, you have to give up something. You have to follow this. You have to do this. You have to do the bodily exercises. You have to do pranayama. You have to do breathing exercises. Then you have to focus the mind. So like that, they are giving instructions. But when you are involved in the devotional service, automatically you will start to lose taste for pale things. See, right now, so previously you might have eaten egg or something like that, but now you don't even want to eat anything of that sort. You automatically lose taste because you are engaged in devotional service. Even if you are involved in something previously, because of your devotional service, chanting of the glories of the holy name of the Lord, you automatically start to lose attraction for pale things. Okay, unlike the Ashtanga Yoga where you are being forced to do certain things, right? You are being Atitya, you have to do Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara. Like that, if you are asked to do, it is only for the less intelligent people. But people in the devotional service, they automatically lose taste for lower pale things because of their spiritual advancement. Okay, that is what is the contrast between Ashtanga Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. In Bhakti Yoga, you automatically lose taste, and by involving yourself in a higher engagement, because you developed a higher taste. Unlike in Ashtanga Yoga, where you are just being asked to do certain things, and this is again for less intelligent people. Are you clear, kids? Can we go to Kahoot?
Yeah.
Are you
Yes,
all
Mataji.
clear with all the concepts that we learned today? So many things we learned, right?
Oh, Mataji, what's Ashtanga Yoga again?
Ashtanga Yoga is the eightfold mystic process where it is talked about. I'll definitely ask this in Kahoot. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pratyahara, Pranayama, Dharana, and Dhyana. This is the eightfold mystic process, right? Yama.
How many mystic processes?
Yeah, Yama means, what is Yama? The don'ts.
Mataji.
Niyama means the do's. Asana means, what is asana? Bodily exercises. Pranayama means breathing exercises. Pratyahara means focusing your mind on the Lord, right? Focusing your mind on the form of the Lord. That is fixing the mind on the form of the Lord is dharana. And pratyahara is withdrawing the senses away from the sense objects. And dhyana is the intensified meditation. Okay. You can remember as much as possible, and then we'll see how you do in the Kahoot. Okay. Okay. Are you all able to see my Kahoot screen, kids? Not yet. Okay. Let me stop.
It was loading before.
Oh, really? So I thought it.
I think you were on the log.
It's taking a long time, Aditya. Param means.
It's not letting me click.
We can't hear you.
Param drishtva nivartate. Param means superior things. Okay. I'm getting some echo, right? 1 second.
Hey, Mataji, can you wait 1 second? I'm gonna rejoin because it's not letting me click for some reason.
Okay, okay, I'll wait. How do I know when you join? You just tell me. Aditya, can we start? Second question?
Yeah. It's working. Mataji, we can go now.
By ceasing such engagements, by experiencing dash taste, he is fixed in dash. This person who is a devotee of the Lord, what is going on with him? He's ceasing all the engagements, means he's stopping the engagements. Because of what? Yes, he has higher taste and he's fixed in his consciousness of Krishna. Okay, that is the reason. And all of you all got it right. Good job. Saina, Jyotsna is leading the game, followed by Saina, Yash, Omkar, and Aditya. Third question for today. Who is the fulfilling doer? We all know there are three kinds of doers, right? We talked about it in our previous classes. Who's the fulfilling doer?
I keep getting
fulfilled?
confused.
There are only three things. Why you are getting confused? Yes, it is material nature. So what I told you, so the sanctioner
No one
is
got
who?
it
Who's
right.
the sanctioning doer? Who's the
Mataji?
sanctioning doer?
Mataji,
Yeah.
I thought it was the super soul who's the one that sanctions it, right?
Sanction, but fulfills. Who fulfills means who performs the action.
Oh,
The
I
material
understood
nature.
the meaning of fulfill wrong. I thought it was the sanctioning one. I thought that's what.
Now you're frozen.
Here are the top 5. I'm not going through the names because my internet connection is bad. Fourth question for today. Dash is a symptom of the soul. What is the symptom of the soul? We talked about it in previous class as well. Everything is coming from previous classes. So unless you listen to today's class, you will not be able to do tomorrow's quiz. Consciousness. Why so many mistakes? We saw, right? Consciousness. What is consciousness?
Senses.
No. Symptom of the soul. How do you know there's a soul in you? Because of consciousness, right? We talked about the electricity example.
Mataji,
Yeah.
I was just getting confused with the question.
Yeah, same.
I know
thought
that,
it was. I picked senses too.
No, what is the symptom? What is the proof that the soul is there? That is
Yeah, the
consciousness.
consciousness.
I thought symptom meant what it does.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But even then, senses is not the symptom of the soul, right? Even whatever it does, the sense.
I didn't click senses.
Yeah. So, anyways, for you understood what is consciousness, right? How do we know the
Yes.
soul is there? It is through
You're
consciousness.
so
We saw the
bad.
example. What is the example we saw? Just like how we take medicine, a small pill, it is able to relieve pains of all parts of the body. It goes inside and then relieves all the pains of the body. Like that, consciousness is felt all over the body, right? If Yash is pinched in his hand like this, then he will start to cry. We saw that, right? And he'll say, go away, because he's able to feel it. And that shows consciousness is there. For a dead body, if you pinch, there is no consciousness. It is dead. So you can pinch him nicely also, he will not cry. Okay, how do we know? Somebody will ask you this question in soul. Oh, you're talking about soul. What do you mean soul? What is the proof the soul is there? Then you should say consciousness. Yeah? No more forgetting. Yash, congratulations. First place. Yash, Saina, Jyotsna, Omkar and Aditya. Aditya, you missed the first question, right?
Yeah.
True or false? Ashtanga yoga is also called Dhyana yoga. Actually, I didn't say this question to you, but you should just Ashtanga Yoga. What is Ashtanga Yoga? You all remember?
Yes.
Good. Yes, actually, Ashtanga Yoga is also called Dhyana Yoga. And we saw in the eightfold mystic process, Dhyana is intensified meditation.
Wait, I
right?
thought Dhyana was like a thing, a step or something in the Ashtanga Yoga.
Yeah, and it's also called Dhyana Yoga.
What?
Ashtanga Yoga is also called Dhyana Yoga. If you, I didn't say it specifically for you, I forgot, but just remember going forward, okay?
I thought it was like a different step in the Ashtanga Yoga. Not
that.
It is a step in the Ashtanga Yoga, Dharana, Dhyana, right?
yeah.
But it is also called Ashtanga Yoga. Dhyana Yoga is also Ashtanga Yoga. Another name.
Okay.
Varun has come up and Aditya has gone down and Saina is leading the game. Congratulations, Saina. Very good listening. Good job. Let me go on to the next question. Sixth question for today. Asana. We talked about asana, right? What does it mean? Is it the rules, regulations, bodily exercises, or breathing exercises? Asana. It's a term that we use every day also. Yes, it is bodily. Yogasana, we say, right? Bodily exercises. That's what is asana. Pranayama means breathing exercise. Now I see both Varun and Aditya has come up. Congratulations. So Saina is leading the game, followed by Yash and then Jyotsna. Yash, I need you to talk also with me. Saina too. When one is actually in Krishna consciousness, he automatically regains his taste for
I actually missed, like, I thought the false was on the wrong side. Oh.
What did you press, true or false?
I pressed true. I knew it was false, but I thought it was on the wrong side. So, like, using my technique, I was just like pressing the wrong side of the thing.
So it
This is
loses
a really
his
obvious
taste,
question.
because if one is in Krishna, yeah, he loses his taste, right? Not gains the taste for pale things. Pale things means cheap things. Why do you want to go after cheap things when you have a higher taste?
The pale
No,
things
right?
are the material things.
Exactly. Material things, but for sense gratification, not for pleasure of Krishna. Even material things can be used for Krishna, right? You can use even material things for Krishna. But in this case, we are talking about pale things for our sense gratification. I want to watch this YouTube channel. Not for pleasure of Krishna, but for your pleasure, you do that. That means it is pale. Okay? Yash, congratulations. What's going on with you? Good job. Last question, another true or false. Argument for compassion by Arjuna was refuted by Krishna by talking about Jnana Yoga. True or false? What is Jnana Yoga? Jnana Yoga means you, body and soul are different. That is what is Jnana Yoga. So when Arjuna was talking, I am compassionate with them, so I am not going to kill them. Was Krishna talking about Jnana Yoga and instructing about body and soul? That you are not the body, you are the soul. Did he instruct to him like that? Yes. Right? Are you clear, kids? Did you understand the last question?
Yeah, I got it right.
No, it's not about getting right. Did you understand what I said?
Yeah, because the body and soul are two different things. Because the soul is permanent; it just goes from body to body, but the body is temporary.
And Krishna is telling Arjuna that you are the soul and not the body, and hence you should fight and do your duty, because the soul never dies, as you say. And that's why you should not be compassionate on the material level, because you are the soul. On the material level, things are temporary and body will change, but you should not lament. Right? Did you get it, kids? The last question. We discussed it in last class, so I just wanted to refresh your knowledge. I didn't specifically use the term Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga means you are talking about body and soul. Okay, saying that you are the body, you are the soul and not the body. Okay, talk about the identity. Jnana or Sankhya. All right. Are you clear with this last question? So we can just see who the top 5 are. Third place goes to Varun, 3 mistakes. Second place, Saina, 1 mistake. And first place goes to Yash. Congratulations. Very fast in picking up the answers, even though he has 2 wrong answers. Jyotsna's runner-up, and then we have Aditya in the 5th place. Okay, congratulations. So what do we have to do now? Get feedback. View full report. I think we are good, right? Everybody, we discussed all the answers. Anybody else? Did we miss? Govind, where are you? I don't know. My computer was troubling me today. Anyway, so Omkar, 7th place. He missed 4 questions. Kushi, you also attempted. Good job. Okay, kids. So we have to know who the doers are. We have to know about compassion and how Krishna actually refuted the argument. And then another question was from Ashtanga Yoga process that all of you all, I think all of you got it right. Asana was something that was right. And somebody missed some question, right? What was it? Pale things. Pale things, it loses taste and not gains taste. Okay. So this is the answer. Of this, we can conclude today's session, kids. So we will try to do our obeisances. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha ananta koti vaishnav vrind ki jai namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai Grantraj Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you, kids. Good
Hare
job,
Krishna.
Yash.
Thank you very much.
Mataji, bye.
Thank you very much. So,
Thank you,
Mataji, thank you for
Mataji.
explaining such a beautifully and so much in depth. So, kids, let's thank Mataji by saying Hari Bol, everyone.
And thanks to Mataji too, both of them.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Okay, Mataji. Bye. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.